When she said, did you hear her say that she wants her skin lightened and all that kind of stuff? What does that make you feel like when you hear that?
When she says that, it makes me feel that I'm not doing the best job that I can do as a mom. Because I went through the same thing. I had so much hate. I didn't like myself, and when I heard what she was going through, I didn't think that the same issue would still be going on, and it is. And I'm like, Pearl, you really need to love yourself. Don't I tell you that all the time? Regardless of what people say, you have to love you.
Will you stand on up? What's your name?
Charlene.
You've been crying a lot. Tell me why.
Yes. Is it Latasha? Latasha? I'm sorry. You said that you bleached her son, or sons, sorry. And I have a son myself, and I'm a single mom. And I think the most important job for a parent is that you teach your children to have a self-esteem and build their self-worth. And I think bleaching your children and teaching them that they're going to be better because they're lighter is like the wrong thing. It really got me. Oh my God.
Oh. What do you have to say to that? This is a woman that, Latasha, she does not know you. You're a perfect stranger to her. But your story is bringing her to tears as a mother, as a fellow mother.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I mean, I do it so that they can have a clear skin and it presents well.
One thing that's interesting to me with you, Latasha, is that what your mom did, and I respect all mothers, so I don't say this in disrespect, but I do think that it was not a positive thing for you as a young girl growing up, and her putting that on you is telling you that you're ugly, that you're not good enough, that you're less than.
She always told me that I was beautiful and pretty and everything, but a lighter complexion will bring it out more, and I just found it to be true.
Yeah, but is there something inside that does hurt? There has to be something inside
things that people
hurts.
say when you're darker, because when I was pregnant, I got darker and I had is a skin disorder.
Like the mask that happens with pregnancy, dark mask.
And I got no attention from anybody, and people were like, you know, she's smutty and stuff like that.
Do you think that you are harming your kids, their health, by putting that on them?
No, because I just started when they got to grade level.
So you don't think you're harming them? You don't think those chemicals at all could possibly be harming them? Something that you might not know, that there is some type of risk?
Not if a doctor don't tell me.
I want to ask Maya something. Maya, on my show, America's Next Top Model, you said that you saw
a split screen
picture of me.
A split screen.
A split screen picture of me.
They had one where you were really, really fair and one that you were really, really dark.
Of a photo.
And both of them are very beautiful. But on the lighter one, I was intrigued by it. I stopped. My mom has TiVo. I stopped and rewound it to look at it. It was amazing. That's it. It was amazing. So
you looked at that lighter side and said,
yeah, I looked at both of them, but that's the one that I really liked. Like, you can see, like, they gave you freckles, and it's beautiful. Like, it's gorgeous. I was intrigued with it.
What's the most painful thing that you've heard when it comes to your skin?
That I've heard. Oh, it's so many. I think it was mostly coming from, like, good friends of mine. You know, we were out. They were lighter than me, and do I have to say this, Tyra? Because this stuff hurts.
Don't say their names, but just tell me the story.
They said pretty much like, oh, all y'all pretty, y'all be straight if y'all didn't have her with you. You know what I'm saying? So
wait, who said that? A guy?
It was some guys.
Said that when you were with
pretty much saying like, you know, because all them light skinned and I was the only dark one. I was the only dark one.
And what that feel like?
And I feel like my skin is much darker than everybody else's. Like, you know, a couple of these girls up here, they got pretty fair skin. I wouldn't mind being their color. I feel like I'm tortured in a way because of my daily issues of what I'm going through and what I'm trying to get at in life. You know, I just be happy all the time, but nobody knows. Nobody knows what I'm going through.
audience saw pictures of all three of the women that are on our stage right now, and they tried to identify these women by their race. 64% of our audience thinks Candace is mixed Hispanic and black. 77% of our audience thinks Adria is biracial, black, and white. 90% of our audience said that Marvell is biracial, black, and white.
I am 100% African American. My mother is black, my father is black, so that makes me black.
Okay. Adria?
100% black and proud.
Okay. Marvell?
I'm 100% African American.
100% African American. Okay. How many of you guys are shocked? Obviously. Shocked. Somebody just said shocked. So I'm sure this response from the audience going, oh my gosh, is nothing new to you guys. Candace, tell me, when people see your hair and your skin with you being a woman of color, a black woman, what do they think and how does that make you feel?
Every day of my life, I get people coming up to me, oh, your hair is so nice, you're light skin, like, what are you? Are you like Puerto Rican? I've heard people ask me, am I Indonesian, Dominican, part white, and I'm just like, you know, I'm 100% African American. I mean, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Do they seem disappointed when you say that?
Yeah, you're like, you're so exotic looking. Like, what the hell is that?
Okay. And then, Adria, tell me about you had a white classmate and she had mixed kids.
Yeah, she came up to me in school one day and she decided to ask, oh, are you mixed? No. Oh, really, you're not? Oh, because both of my kids are. See, here are their pictures. Oh, I was just wondering what they look like when they get older. How can I determine what your kids will look like?
Wow. Okay. And Marvell, tell me about the speeding ticket that you got.
Yes, I actually got a speeding ticket, and the cop didn't ask me what was my race. He just assumed that I was white.
He just checked white. Got it. And do you think that your lives are harder because you are of mixed race, but when your lineage, the direct lineage is black or African American?
It definitely makes things more complicated for me. I'm a black woman and I'm very proud of who I am and where I come from. But not only do I have to deal with what goes on, the racism from ignorant people who are of other races, you have to deal with the poor mindsets of people who are African American, who think, okay, she's light-skinned, so she must think she's cute, or she must think she's better than me, or she gets more advantages, and I'm not like that. I just want to say, you know, not every person is like that. You need to take each person for who they are.
Well, I have Janelle here in the audience. You can stand on up, Janelle. You feel that there are a lot of advantages. Tell me about how you see yourself and then how you feel the world or you look at these women on the stage.
Well, being both African American, we all go through hard times and struggles, but to be a darker skinned African American woman versus someone who is assumed to be mixed, my struggles are definitely a lot harder than yours would be. I heard you say that, you know, people assume that you're mixed and then that you go and they say, where are you from? Are you from Indonesia? The excitement that they feel for you is the contempt that they feel towards me. When I walk into a room, I'm slave black. That's it. That means I'm dark.
What is slave black?
That means that I'm really dark skinned. There's no other way. All the bad stuff associated with black people.
I have been black for 34 years. I have never heard slave black.
You know, like sometimes you can pass maybe for mixed or maybe white. When you're slave black, you can't pass for anything other than black.
Did you make this up?
That's what it, yes.
You made up slave black. Okay, because there were a lot of slaves of all different colors.
Yes, there were. But when I say that, that's saying all the negative connotations. Like you remember the field versus the house?
Got it.
I'm in the field. There's no way.
But that's exactly the problem, the slave mentality, the connotation that being light or looking more like massa is better than a person who is darker skinned.
Right.
That's not my problem. That's society's problem. You can't change everybody, but you can change yourself
when those girls
and how you think of yourself.
When those type of girls walk into a room, is there a contempt that you feel inside?
It's not more of a contempt, but it's more of a there's always going to be, you guys have it a lot easier. And from the moment that we walk in to a room together, it's evident. When I look at TV, it's evident. You can identify with the people you see on a commercial. I can't 90% of the time. You can walk into a store and find hair products and makeup that works for you. I can't. When people walk up to me, are you from a different country? Are you maybe from, like, are you maybe Guyanese or something? No. Oh. Like, they're almost disappointed because I'm just black.
Tell me about your issues that you had about you were ostracized so much and you wanted to be darker.
Yeah, people picked on me that I wanted to be of a darker complexion because I felt like, oh, okay, well, if my skin was brown, I wouldn't get called mellow yellow, light bright. I wouldn't get, you know, oh, your hair is so nice. Oh, your skin is so light. I mean, that's not fair to automatically assume.
Your hair is so nice. Have you ever been told, oh, you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl?
And I've been told
repeatedly.
But have you ever been told by someone, oh, well, you know what, when I first met you, I didn't like you because of the color of your skin?
Yes, we all have been told that one.
But to have no friends because of something like that?
Okay, but I know that when...
And I'm talking about somebody of your complexion. We became friends later, but she said, oh, yeah, when I first saw you, I automatically didn't like you. That's not fair to me. You didn't even get a chance to get to know me.
That's true, but that affects both of us. There are always going to be people who judge like that.
I have a solution right here. Y'all got more in common than you think.
Of course.
Because you're on the opposite ends of the spectrum, right? It's like, it's this competition of, well, let me tell you how bad I have it. Well, let me tell you, I had to hike up mountains barefoot. And the next person is, well, I had to crawl on my knees and they bled. It's like, it's all pain. And you guys have more in common than you think.
Things have to change.
It's such an issue, and it is my mission in life to expand what beautiful is for young girls. Because you are me, and you are so many young girls that grow up and don't see an image of themselves. It is all about the media and turning on that TV or opening that magazine or looking at that music video or whatever it is. Because when the media says something is beautiful, what they're telling her is that she is beautiful. And that's why I've dedicated my life to expanding what beauty is for every single girl here, because beauty is not a cookie cutter. It is not just one stereotype. But if all we see is Beyonce and Rihanna and me and all that one type of beauty when it comes to the black community, it makes her say that she's not beautiful. I'm so happy that Michelle Obama is our first lady and that she is a fashion icon and she is a beautiful woman, because it's going to make your daughter feel better about herself. You know, the Gabrielle Unions of the world, you know, that we need more of that. And we need more. There's a girl named Jessica White. She's a model. She has a Maybelline contract. But not enough people know that. One of my Winners of America's Next Top Model, Tiana, has your skin color. Another girl by the name of Danielle has your skin color, and she won America's Next Top Model, but still the prevailing look is still the light-skinned, light-eyed girl. You have to know, baby, that you are so beautiful. All of you girls are so beautiful. There is not one cookie cutter of beauty. Beauty comes in so many different shapes and sizes and cheeks and skin tones and hair lengths and textures and eye colors and lip shapes. It is so important for you guys to know that. And it's my duty on this earth to make sure that you know that. We'll be right back.